This is Travis from Elliston Equine Solutions, and I'm here with Mr. Hobbs, a 3-year-old quarter horse, banner horse, and what we're going to work on today is yielding the feet off of pressure. And what you see in my hands, I got a whole bunch of different types of equipment I'll be showing you, but basically what I'm talking about is I'm going to teach a horse to lead, no different than a halter and lead rope to lead with me. I'm going to do the same thing with the front feet and also the hind feet, both the front feet and the hind feet. And the way I do that is by a rope right here, and that's what I'm going to show you. Now you're going to say, Travis, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to teach a horse to lead by its feet? Well, it's real easy. There's a multitude of reasons why you'd want to do this. Number one, off the top of my head, if a horse normally steps in a barbwire fence and they're not used to it, they'll get real reactive. They'll start kicking that foot back and forth and just cutting the snot out of their legs. And that's not a good thing by any stretch of the imagination. So if we teach them to step in the barbwire fence, they're just going to sit there and hold it there. They're not going to do anything. They're just going to sit there until you come up and help them remove it. Okay, it's not going to be a big fight. So that's the first thing. Second reason I really like to do it is a good way of getting them used to a picket stake line that's attached to the hobbles, single line hobble there, stretched out and rope to a picket. Okay, they feel that tug, they know not to wrestle with it, not to pull on it and hurt themselves. They actually learn to give and step into it. And it's great for hobbling when I'm teaching hobbling. So this is the first video I'm going to be showing you folks about what I like to do. Now on this method you can either teach them the same way by a lariat, okay, on horseback. If you can't touch the horse, a lot of times we'll be on top of the horse and we'll rope a single leg, nice and easy like dally, and we'll back the horse up, pick the horse's leg up, and we'll put it back down when the horse gives. Okay, today we're not going to do this. Today what I'm going to demonstrate is how to do it by groundwork. Okay, so I got a couple pieces of tools. I got a nice soft lariat. You can see it's not stiff, it's extra soft. It's really worn out, and this is going to help me prevent burning the fetlock area, the pasture and bone area of the horse. Second thing I have is a set of gloves. All right, this is very important, what we need. And later on, I'll show you a different piece of equipment I can use to accomplish the same thing. So, how I set this up is I'm going to take my lead rope, take it around my back. That way the horse takes off, all they got to do is do this number, and the hind quarter is going to sweep away. Now Hobbs is a pretty good trained horse. He's not really going to do anything, okay? The rest of the time I just drop my coils straight down on the ground. Boom. Alright, so what I'm going to do with this extra soft rope, I'm going to take the part that's got the hondo, and I'm going to slide it, my hand, down the shoulder, all the way down to the fetlock. Watch the hind foot, make sure I don't get kicked, and give the cue to pick up foot. I'm going to place my loop right here where the pasture bone is. I'm going to create a bite, flip it over top, place it over top the hoof, and push it back down. Now the reason I do that is because I got extra surface on top of this area, so I'm not burning the hair as much, and it's spreading out the distance onto it. Next thing is I can't choke down really hard on my hondo. So that's what I like to do. Once I'm there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip on my gloves. I'm going to hang on my halter so the horse doesn't freak out yet while I'm putting my gloves on. And just realize where your ropes are so you don't get all twisted up, tangled up, and all your stuff and get hurt. Now in the beginning, a lot of times what I'll do is I might just leave the halter and lead rope on. And what I'll do is I'll pick up on this, sit here at 45, I'll pick up on the hoof. I'm at a 45-degree angle so I don't get run on. And I'll release. As soon as it takes a step, And this horse has never had this done before, ladies and gentlemen. So now he's going to study it. That's very common. I got gloves on so I don't get burnt. And I'm just going to hold it there till he decides to take a step forward. So I'm teaching him to give into pressure. And I'm holding it real close to the ground. He's studying it. And once he takes a step, I'm going to release it. And that's just curiosity. He's trying to figure out what I want. Good. Release it. Now he might take it back, but I'm going to rub him because that was a try. He was trying to think. Now I'm going to pick up the rope again, not the lead rope, but the ones connected to his foot. And we're just asking for a little bit at a time. Now if I want to speed up, I can take the foot over to the side like I just did, place it down. And we just keep repeating this. This is very common. They're trying to figure it out. So they'll sniff it, they'll bite it. I'm trying to teach them to lead off of the front foot. Good boy. As for a second step now. Some horses are very reactive, some aren't. That's very nice. Now what I was getting at, since this horse is so calm, a lot of times I'll just take the halter off when I'm starting this. I just wanted to show if they got sticky at any point, I could pull the halter lead rope and then pull the foot at the same time so they get the gist of it. That's the only reason I wanted to leave the halter on the lead rope. So right now, I'm going to make sure I clear, step away from my rope. That way I don't get tangled up in rope laying on the ground. I'm going to remove my halter and lead rope. And I'm going to take it out of my workstation. And obviously, Mr. Hobbs here has very calm demeanor on everything. So we've done a lot of training, but like I said, this is the first time we've ever done it. So I can hold the rope like this as one method. If I got one that's a little bit more bronky, I'll show you the second way I can hold the rope. So I'm going to stand at a 45, engage the support muscles so he's off balance, and have him step into it. There you go. Trying to figure it out. It's figuring out the answer. Good boy. Now he gave the whole time. The reason I know he gave the whole time is not only he gave that foot, but he also gave the diagonal pair, okay? The right front and the left front came after the left front did. Now the second way I like to hold it, if I really got a horse that's really pawing at the ground hard and getting after it, I'll wrap it, the rope just like this, like I'm on belay on rappelling. Now he's getting reactive. And I'll try to stay in front of him in the beginning because I want him to see me. So he's getting a little bothered. I just want him to come towards me though. Once we get this left foot down, then we got to do the right foot. Good boy. Good boy. And I'm going to rub him. Anytime he does something right, I'm going to let him know he did it right. Give him enough time to think about it. Now you'll see, if I hold me right there with no pressure on there really, pretty soon I'll get to the point where I have to shoo the horse away and make sure he's not hooked up onto me. Good boy. Good boy. at a time. I like to keep it low to the ground so that encourages them to take a step to the ground. Like that. Good boy. Good. 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 Coils are big in my hand because I don't want them close in on any of my fingers. I don't want to lose a digit. I like my fingers. Good boy. So the biggest reward is the pressure release off for this. He needs to learn to step in pressure. Good. Very common for them to bite the rope, study it. And I'm not pulling a lot of pressure on, I'm just keeping constant, steady pressure on it. I'm letting him figure it out. Okay, get reactive to this whole shot. Come over here at 45, get the core muscle engaged. Mr. Hobbs. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Wrong direction. I can hold what I got. Now he's leaning back. This is all preparation, folks. I'd rather them do this and then do it on barbed wire fence or on a picket line than freaking out. So we're slowly introducing this to our horse. Good. Good. So you see, he was thinking about going forward, and he did, and I released the pressure right there. So you gotta use a lot of feel, a lot of timing, a lot of balance, okay? I want him to have confidence, success at this. And I'm using a lot of patience on this, okay? Approach him at a 45-degree angle so he doesn't get spooked. And then I just reset. Good boy. Good. So we'll get so good we'll stand over there to actually step in our pressure going there, but we're not close to being there yet. But I'll play with it. Right now I just want 12 o'clock to 11 o'clock for him to step into. Good. 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 I like that change of expression there. Yeah. 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 And if they lose some hair down there, they lose some hair, okay? I'd rather lose hair on a piece of rope here now than in a piece of barbed wire just ripping the snot out of the two tendons on that leg. You got the deep flexor tendon, you got the extensor tendon. I'd rather just lose a little bit of hide than a tendon or something else. Good boy. Good. So that was one step, but then I asked for a little bit more. I'm trying, once I get one step down, I'm going to try to build up to 2 steps. Then build up 3 steps, and then build up 4 steps until the horse comes to me. Good. So he doesn't have it yet because he's doing what? He's pawing the ground bad. Good. One more step. Remember, watch your own feet so you're not get twisted up on rope if he takes off running. Good. Good. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah, I know. Get in front of the horse. He's not ready to get pulled off to the side yet. Good. Good boy. So he's getting one step down. Now we got to start building up the 2 where he gets comfortable. He's going to learn this is not hurting him. Be nice and calm now. Now that's what we're working on. Good. Good. Up all he wants, but I'm gonna. No, I want the leg over here. Yeah. Good boy. Way to figure that out. Good boy. Good. He's doing some horse yoga. I could just have him calm, stand here because it's still connected to this rope. I could grab it and run off. And then I'm just going to rub. Good boy. Time to think about it now. Hello folks, it's Travis. We're back from our break on the front left foot, and in the beginning you remember we're using lariat. This time we're going to use a different piece of equipment to show you another method to get it done. What I got here is a yachting rope with a ring with a lockable D-ring fastener into a single one leg, or not one leg hobble, but a single hobble. Okay, I really like these ones because they got the pull tab. You put it on the horse's leg, you put it in and lock it in place. If you got the buckle kind, it takes forever to get in there. The horse moves away, and I've seen people lose skin off their fingers trying to fasten it and the horse takes off. So I really like these. One of the places I know sells these is Buckaroo Business. They're kind of harder to find nowadays for some reason. But if you find a good saddle shop, they can probably make you some of these too. So what I like to do is you can have a halter lead rope on. If you think the horse is going to walk away from you, in this case I don't think he's going to. He's got his leg cocked nice and easy. I'm going to take it down, trace down, let him know I'm coming, bring it around the pasture bone, move the little feathers out of the way. Now I got it in place, okay? Now it's very wide band, so spreads out the pressure one more time. And we're just going to go back in, train the horse just like we were. Same principle. This is a 50-foot rope. My other rope was 60 feet. I am inside 60-foot round pin. I don't like to drop my rope and go chasing it, so that's why my ropes are so darn long. 60 feet, if I'm in the halfway point, I'm 30 foot. Okay? Alright, so when it gets tension, I'm going to pick up the foot. Steps over nice and easy. Get that right rear cocked, try to relax. And I'm off to the side, so it gets uncomfortable. So right now, he's got two legs going. Let's get signed. And I'm not pulling on this, I'm just holding it there. Just nice and relaxed with him. Okay, now you went to all 3 feet. How you looked at it. I liked how you moved right rear off to the side. He's thinking about stuff. It's just a waiting game in this period. Now I could try to untrack his hind quarters. That way he has to step in it. And if we don't get no movement, we might do that. I really want him to think about what he's doing. to straighten them up right now. So I can get there. Right after that break, he's starting to pick it up more. They just gotta sometimes you gotta have a period of soaking in the information in the field and thinking about it. So now we're making gains on this. Once again, we start running with a lariat. This time we're just using a simple 50-foot type of nylon rope. It's a very soft yachting rope, and just a single hobble there for the pasture bone. Pick up this one. As soon as the right foot hits the ground, I'm going to pick it up. Good. Good boy. Now we're getting places. Good boy. Now I'm going to give him a break. That is pretty good. So I should be able to get so proficient at this that I can put a string, which I've done in the past off a bet, put a piece of baling twine on it, and I start leading the horse by that baling twine. Okay? They'll get very proficient at this. Once again, this is great if you got farrier work. The horse wants a jerk, wants a kick. I've had a lot of horses do that. I will do this, okay? It really teaches them how to pick up that hoof. Once I'm really good here, I can also work on the back. This is a forward movement of the foot. What I could do is come around here. And a lot of this is basically done anyhow. When you're teaching the horse pick up its hoof, reach underneath, watch hind leg. This will look familiar. I'll go back to horse remembering this. Learn how to balance on 3 foot. Right down. Once I get the front down, I'm going to go off to the side to see if he'll follow the rope to the side. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Now I'm going to go off to the extreme side, see if you can follow it. I want him to turn and face this rope. So I'm way back here. That's good. That's what I want. Good boy. Okay, as soon as I get really good at that, what I like to do another exercise is follow the field for my picket stake preparation work. So I'm going to lead this horse to the center of the round pen, and we'll get set up. Good boy. Steps on ground, pick it up. Right foot hits ground, pick it up. Now I'm just going to rub him. You really did a good job. Okay, once I get to this spot, I will not wrap this rope on this side, okay? Because he'll step on the rope when it uncloses. It's called follow the field. So always wrap the rope around this side. I don't want him to step on or over, okay? I just want him to follow the rope. Now remember, this is connected to his front pastern bone. And a lot of times what I do is I'll help him. Once again, I'll point that nose, and I'll just have him turn. Remember, he's going to be on a picket stake like this. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So here I am at that 90 degrees. Good boy. So I'm going to practice this a lot because you learn how to untangle himself from the picket stake or picket line. Good. I want him to turn. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Remember where your ropes are? I'm just going to rub them. Okay. That was nice. Very nice. Good boy. All right. So as you can see, I'm progressing really slow, real patiently. All right. And I'm working with the mime horse. So how do you get into the mime horse? Well, there's ways to do it, and that's with your feet. Okay. So by their feet, if I'm moving their feet in a round pen and telling what direction to go, slowing tempo down, I'm controlling their flight instincts. If I restrict their legs, I'm doing totally opposite, measuring it to the same end state, which is control the feet. Okay, and that's exactly what we're doing today. And you can see we're achieving that. All right. So I'm pretty happy with this leg. Once I've done this leg, I can go do the same thing on exact same steps on the other side. All right. What we're going to do now is move to the hind feet. Hello folks, now what we're going to do is work on the hind legs. We already worked on this front one, we already worked on the front one over here, now we're going to work on the hinds. A lot of times you have halter lead rope on if you think your horse is going to go away from you as you're putting it on. The way his stance is and everything else, I'm not too worried about it. He ain't going nowhere. So once again, I'm going to do just like I do. Normally pick up a hoof that I trained the horse, I'm going to trace down, come back to the hind leg, and I'm going to rub. Once I get on here, I'm going to go ahead and put on the hobble. Okay. And I've already trained the horse for being a trim for the farrier, so what I'll do is just revisit it, stay in here next to 45-degree angle where it's safe for the horse, and I'll pick the leg up and put it back down and rub it. Let them know that's what I wanted. I'll come back forward. The same thing. Okay. The reason I'm doing it is because I want him to know that I got something on his leg now. Okay, I'm letting him know psychologically there's something back there. Now I'm going to take my rope, go as far back as I can. I'm out of kicking range. want to stay behind him. His ears are on me. Now I'm going to take it back. Now remember, he's already done farrier work, but the whole name of the game now is make him step and follow the pressure. So I'm just going to hold it a couple inches above the ground. And I want to release the pressure as soon as he takes a step backwards. Preparation. You got one that can't hold up his hind feet good. I want his weight to shift back. Trying to figure out the answer. He shifted his weight back. I like that. Boom, right there. Good boy. Now I'm not going to go straight to the back to rub him. I go around him wide and then I come up his shoulder and rub him. So that's exactly what I want. So he just gave into pressure there. He went backwards. So same thing. If I had a halter getting up there, I'd have it on his head. I'll lead him, guide him. I'm doing the same thing with his hind hoof. Because this is going to be great when I do the sideline hobbles. Or put three-way hobbles on or whatever. I need to make sure that he doesn't freak out. Gets the hind leg caught in barbwire. I want him to give into pressure on it. Nice and low, I like that. Not being getting western, not being reactive. I might pull it off to the side, create more off balance. Good, good boy, good boy. Well, let him think about that. Let him chill like a villain on that, okay? We're going to turn him into a superhero here in a second. Right now, he's kind of a villain, okay? Thing. Once I get good with one step, then I'll start working on two steps. Once I get good with two steps, start working on three steps, and etc., etc. Okay, I'm going to go up the side, create some off-balance positions. Get his leg up so he's going to be reactive. Good boy. I'm pushing the rope down because I'm trying to guide his foot closer to the ground to make it easier for him to understand. Just take a step back. I can't out-muscle this horse, but I can make it kind of uncomfortable for him, which means do the right thing right, which is easy, make the wrong thing hard. That's all I'm doing. Good. I'll take that for $1. Okay. Now I'm going to drive him off. Good. Now I'm going to hang on to the hook. Good. Stop the horse and I'm going to back up. Push down on the rope, get the hook close to the ground, make it easier for him. If I go up high, he'll probably start struggling more. I don't want him to struggle. I want him to learn. I want to help him out the best I can. Take it off the side, get him off balance, try to help him out. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, next one we're going to try to do two steps. So what I'm going to do is right when this foot hits the ground, the other one comes up. I'm going to release this one. When that foot hits the ground, I'm going to pull on the next one. Okay, so I'm trying to add layers here now. Going, gives me an opportunity to work this good. So notice I can stop the horse with the hind leg. Okay. it down, wait for the other one, now pick it up. Good, just like that, folks. Fantastic, Hobbs. So now he's learning to follow the pressure of this rope. Fantastic, that's doing really good. Okay, once I get pretty decent on that, like I was doing, I might go up to an angle. Just a small angle, more extreme than what I have been doing. Let's see if he'll go backwards that direction. Good boy. Good boy. See how his hips move in that direction? Okay, now it's going to get western. Good. I want you to go this direction. This direction. This direction. Away from the fence. Good. This direction. Away from the fence. Good. This direction. Away from the fence. Good. Good boy. Now, that's proof of the pudding. You seen I just pulled them as a J-hook off the fence. I like that a lot. Alright, once we're done with that, I'll go ahead and get to the other side. Now to take off these halter lead ropes, or excuse me, the pasture and hobble there, what I do is step right up here, close 45-degree angle from the horse, put my hand up on the shoulder, trace back down, let them know I'm coming. And once I take this hobble off, I'm going to develop a cue, which is rub the foot. That's my cue to let them know that this is off. Okay, because I'm going to do the same cue when I got hobbles on. That's all there is to teaching it of how to lead the front feet and hind feet when you're using a lariat or this type of setup on a horse. Now I can either do it on the ground like I've been demonstrating, or I can be on horseback with the lariat doing the same thing but downing off on my saddle horse. It's easy peasy. It's easier than making flapjacks, if you know what I mean, especially if you're no cook like myself. All right. But now you have the knowledge. The knowledge is the solution. You're educated, and good luck with it. Take care now. Thank you for liking my channel and subscribing. Adios.
I come from a family of horsemen, ordained to the saddle at birth. For better or worse, neither blessing nor curse, just the reason God put me on earth. So here's to the horsemen, to the ones with horse blood in their veins, to the women and men who can claim next of kin, to the ones with the wind in their mane. I see life through the eyes of a horseman. It's a difficult thing to explain. I was taught from a child, if things start to get wild, take a firm, gentle hold of the reins. So live like a horseman, let your actions be honest and true. Know that all that you do, whether you want it to, teaches someone something about you. This country was founded by horsemen and by horsemen this country will stand. They're the first to step in, they'll ride till they win if things start to get out of hand. Thank God I'm a horseman, like my father and his before he, and my daughters and sons and their little ones will be horsemen like father and me. And my daughters and sons and their little ones will be horsemen like father and me.